Hello, Stitchy friends. My name is Joanne and I am the Eclectic Stitcher. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, this is a FlossTube channel about cross stitching. So welcome to those of you that are subscribed and keep coming back and commenting. Thank you so much for continuing to be a support and for continuing to chat with me. Today is Monday. I almost say January. Oh my gosh, June. I knew it started with a J. Today is Monday, June 3rd, 2024. And I'm coming to you on a Monday because I just decided that the weekend was not going to be it. But that's okay. I don't have a schedule. I just really like to come to you at least in the middle of the month and the end of the month as long as I have some stitchy content for you. I don't have a lot today, but I have enough to say, hey, I'm back and this is what I've been working on. So let's get started. I really want to keep this down to less than 30 minutes because I know if you're like me, I have a lot of FlossTubers that I watch and I'm getting behind. So I need to catch up and I don't want you to get behind. So let's get started. First off, I have 2 finishes. Yay! So, oops. So I finished Trick or Treat. Can you see that? Yes. Trick or Treat is from the All Things Halloween booklet by Annabella's. And I started this back in September of 2023. And I finished it on the 25th of May. Now, one of the things that I do is that I do keep track of when I stitch. I have this little calendar thing. Actually, I'll show you. And I do know that it took me 12 stitchy days to stitch this project. So some of you know I do have a cheat sheet where I keep information of, the designer, when I start, when I finish, why I stitched it. I will tell you that this one was one that I used for Witchy Wednesday for Crafts and Books Facebook group. We do have a Zoom group, and so this was one of my Stitchy Wednesday charts. And then I created these little calendar things for the year, and I usually put the name of the chart on the top, and when I started doing that. Now last year, I just had something like this, and then I would mark on the calendar what days I would work on. So you can see that I didn't work on this all the time. I did quite a bit in May just because I wanted to get it done. And so I took advantage of those, those days to work on this. So for a total of 12 days, it took me to stitch this project up. So even though you say, oh, September to May, that's a long time. Well, I didn't work on it all the time. But there's my finish. That is so cute. I am happy with that. And my second finish, now this one I did start back in 2022. This is one of the Blue Flower, Janine McGowan, who's the Blue Flower, Seasons of the Heart. And this is Autumn. And I started this for my New Year's Eve 12 by 12 that Pam and Kia B do. I started this on December 31st, 2022, and I just finished this on Saturday. And this was my first blue flower stitch, and I really like that. I think that turned out really cute. I thought about back stitching this out, and I was talking to my friend last night on Messenger, Miss Deborah, and showed her the picture, and I'm like, I really think that I want to back stitch them to kind of make them pop out, but I said no, I'm just gonna leave him as is. I probably could have gone with a little bit darker fabric and maybe he would have shown a little better, but I think it's okay. You can see him in person, you can see him. He is light on the color, but that's okay. But I think this turned out really cute. So that's that. Now I did stitch this on a 14 count Aida. It's a fiddler's cloth, light oatmeal. You can tell by the picture, I mean, she turned this into a pillow. So this was stitched on a 40 count linen. Obviously, stitching it on a 14 count, it's a lot bigger. So I'm not going to make this into the pillow. I was not planning on making this on a pillow just because I don't really like pillows. But I'll probably turn this into a flat fold, or I may even just frame it. Emily on our Zoom group, thought would be good to, just put it on an 8x10 frame, and I think it will look good. So that's an option, but those are my two finishes. I have been really busy. I'm really tackling a lot of these projects that, my hair's sticking up, that I've had for a while. Like I said, I started this back in 2022. I didn't count the days, but I know I didn't stitch on it for too many days because it was very sporadic. There was a month there in July last year that I worked on it like 10 days in a row, but there's a lot of stitching on this. And you know what? Saturday I'm working on it. I'm on Zoom and I'm like, oh, I'm done. Yay. And then I realized that I left out these stitches. So I had to go back to the drawing board, and there's a lot of little stitches going on there. I do jump around, so I have to kind of go back and see, okay, what did I miss? Something doesn't look right, but it's done. So that's it. So I'm hoping to get a couple more finishes here by the next video, because like I said, I am tackling a lot of these whips that have been lingering around for a long time, and I says, that's it, we got to finish them. I've got a lot of them that I want to start, but I really want to get rid of some of these old ones. I do have one piece of haul, and I am in the Endangered Species Club. That's by Lindy Stitches. Stephanie by Lindy Stitches. And so every other month we get a chart, and it's a mystery. And this month was North Atlantic right whale. So her charts are based on endangered species, and I thought this was a cute little chart. I can't wait to start it. So far, this is the third one that came out in the series, and they have been really cute. I am in the club, so I have the chart mailed to me, and then it comes with four hand-dyed floss. And so these come with the chart. So usually I don't kit up the whole project. Usually I'm able to start with these, and then I'll just stitch what's there, and then I'll start slowly adding the DMCs, because it does take quite a bit of DMC, believe it or not. So that was my only piece of haul, and that's because it's on a club. But other than that, I am really on a no spending thing. I'm not doing like a no spending month. I'm just to the point where I just, right now, I can't buy so many charts. I can't buy things because I have so much stuff, and I really just want to work on what I have and then start adding as we go. I kind of figure that, charts are going to be around for a while. I know a lot of times charts will stop being made, but you know what? There's a stitchy community out there. Sometimes you find somebody that can let you borrow one. Or if I don't get it, I don't get it. I wasn't meant to stitch it. There's so many things out there. So if I miss out on something, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm just not going to store and stash a lot of charts because I know I'll never do them all. At least not all of them. So anyway, so that's my haul. Let's go through my whips. Now, some of my whips are going to have arrows. I just kind of pretty want to show. I I don't edit my videos, so I don't have a before picture that I can show, but I can definitely show with my arrows where I worked on. This is called Bountiful. This was done by Fat Quarter Shop. And Fat Quarter Shop every year does a Make-A-Wish sal. So they'll put out a free chart. This is a free chart. So if you're interested in this, you can go to the Fat Quarter Shop. It is a free chart. The only thing is that they ask that you donate to Make-A-Wish Foundation, and it's one from Texas. So just look at that. Right now they have one out this year, but I don't know that I'll stitch that. It's cute, but I don't know that I'll stitch it. But this, I've been stitching on this since March of 2023, and I kind of I didn't want to UFO this. I worked on this because, and really, I put all this in since I last worked on it, and then I just did this tent stitch around here to finish the block. All of this was already done, but I had to decide, hey, get these old widths out. Some of these I kind of lost interest, and I'm like, I don't want to stitch that. But you know what? When I force myself to stitch on it, I don't want to stop. So that's what I'm doing with a lot of my stitches, is now I'm just bringing them out, whether you like it or not, because it's not that I don't like it. It's just, it's not my interest now. But when I start stitching on it, I don't stop. And I know that if I continue to do that, I will eventually get these done. So that's an oldie one that I kind of brought out and worked on it this last week. This next one is one of my favorite. I love Stitchy Princess. I love her chart. I love what she does. Since I last shown this, I worked on this area here. I had this half done, so I worked from this half here, and I added these plants there. And this called Magical Forest. I'm stitching this on a 14 count Ada. Usually my 14 count, I don't do a lot of stitching on 14 count anymore. This one I actually started in April of 2022. So I've been at this for a long time, 2 years. I do bring this out a lot because I do like this chart. I want to finish it. I'm almost halfway. As you can see, I've got all this here done. So now I just have to work on this side over here. And this is also on my Year of Whips, which is a challenge by the Soulful Stitcher, who is Melanie Watkins. I am on her Year of Whips, and so my goal is to finish this before the end of the year. And I think I'm going to do it. If I just stick to it and I work on it a little bit at a time every month, I'll get it done. We'll get there. This next whip, so I didn't do a whole lot on this whip. That arrow's pointing to those pants hanging on the line. That's all I did. I don't know. Sometimes I stitch on something and then I don't want to do anymore. So that's what I did with this. But this is by Jardin Privé. This is Petite Moments de l'été. Summer. Pretty much this is her summer. This is part of a season series. I'm stitching this on a 25 count Lugana, color white. And originally when I bought it, I was gonna stitch it 2/2, but I decided to do 1/1. And I like the way it looks. It's a lot smaller, but I like it. Yes, and I will waste all this fabric, but that's okay. It was a decision I made when I started it, and I had already cut the fabric, but that's okay. So not a whole lot of progress here, but hey, pants is pants, and it's another thing I don't have to do when I pick it up again, right? All right, this next one, I'll show you the picture. This is called Love Your Family. This came out of the Let Love Rain book that was released for market in 2022 by Teresa Kogut. So this is another one that I've been working on for a while. This is one of those that I really love this. I love those colors. I have to say that blue color has been my favorite. I don't care for the house. The house is huge. I did work on filling in that roof. And the only color I worked on was that brownish looking color. So not a whole lot. You know, I put a few skeins in there. Can you see that? There you go. But this is it's a nice one. It's just that house is going to take me a long time. Usually what I do is I work on the house a little bit and then I move on to something else over here. As you can see, I started something over here. Where are we at? That flower. Okay, so it looks like I started this flower right here. So next time I pick it up, I'll stitch that flower. And that's how I pretty much work on some of these big ones like this that have a lot of stitching. I don't know yet what I'm going to put in there. I figure by the time when I finish, hopefully I'll decide what to put in there. This one has, you know, established 1997. I'm assuming that was when her family was established. I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to do that there. But that's one of those last thought moment type things. This next one, now when I showed this one last, I had just finished the frog. This is a Stitcher's Wish by Stitchy Pros. And when I showed it a few weeks ago, I had just finished the frog. And so I wanted to add some of the stuff in here. And that's what I did. Can you see that okay? I don't know if my lighting is any good. I didn't bring out my light because I thought it would be okay. Now I am stitching this on a 16 count Ren Ada. No, I'm sorry. No, I changed this fabric to 28 count Lugana by Charles Craft Color Sand. And I changed this from the 16 count Ada to the Lugana because this has specialty stitches. Those are specialty stitches, and there's a lot of these are specialty stitches. There's a big specialty stitch somewhere in here. And so it only works well. Oh, these here in the corner, these are some really like specialty stitches there. So those stitches did not work well on the Ada, so I had to go with the Lugana. But I love it. I love this frog. She looks so cute. And like I said, I worked on that. I'll probably work on the other side. And then I do, not a border person, I do work on the border as I go. I think those warts will go pretty quick. So I'll start working on those too. But that's that. And I've been working on this since August. I bought this at Stitching in the Wild Retreat by Garan last year when they were here in Fort Lauderdale. That was a lot of fun. All right, almost done here. We've got one more left. I don't remember if I showed this last month or not. I guess I could have gone back to the video. But I know I put some stitches in here. This is Turning Leaves by Satsuma Street. And this was a design for Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit that is put on by Acorns and Threads. And so Satsuma Street was the designer. And this was, well, she was one of the designers. Eat Circles was also a designer for that event. And this was in September. And so we got this kitted up. Now, I am stitching this on an 18 count Ada called Tombstone. This is not the called for fabric. This kit came with a linen. I don't stitch with linen, so I gifted my linen and I just grabbed this Tombstone Ada. But I am using the called for colors, which she provided with the kit, and they are Cosmos. And they're good to work with. I don't hear a lot of people using Cosmo, but they're good floss to work with. But I don't have a whole lot there. Just a little bit of stitching there. This is one of those charts where I'm like, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I'm going to do it. But I do work on it a little bit at a time. You know, there's like little motifs in there. I mean, each of those leaves, I feel like it's a little motif. And so if I just work on one a month or something like that, I'll get progress in that. So that's it. That's all I have for whips. Like I said, wasn't a whole lot of whips. But I prefer to do videos more often so that I don't have a ton of whips to show. You know, keeps my video down to 25 minutes. Now, as far as May goes, so I finished all the acrostics. So in May, I started back again doing challenges. I participated in Crafts and Books acrostics. And I also participated in Laura, who is Stitching by the Shore. I participated in her I Spy challenge. I am also going to participate again this month. I got all my sheets ready to go. I've started already stitching for this month. And I also participated on Mother May I, which was a stitching challenge for like 5 or 6 days. That's Robin, who is Bird's Eye Stitchers. Her and Carolyn Sook, Sook Stitch, they run the Magazine Monthly Facebook group. And they do a monthly challenge, acrostic challenge, and then every once in a while they'll do like pop-up events. And so in May they did Mother May I, which was really fun to do, and I was able to do that at, every night they selected a prompt. I had a whip to go, and so I stitched and I got it done. Your name got put in the drawing, and you can get a gift card. I didn't win, but that's okay. I won. I won by putting stitches on my projects, and that's all that matters. So they do gift card. I think they're doing another challenge in June. It's called Stitchy Bug. It's a Stitchy Bug challenge. This is going into my plans, but that was pretty much my May. I did those 3 challenges. I'm doing good. I'm stitching. I'm getting things done. I'm happy. All is good. Now I'm going to keep that flow going in June. So as I said, Magazine Monthly is doing a Stitchy Bug challenge. And what it is they want us to select a whip that we've abandoned or forgotten about. And they want us to bring it back. And you have, I think, 5 days to put 500 stitches or do 500 hours. 500 stitches or 5 hours. And you have a 5-day period. And of course, you post your before picture and you put your after picture. I have selected my whip. Hold a moment. Okay, I'm back. So I wanted to show this because this is another one. So this, I've really abandoned this. I don't know why, because it's a cute chart. So this is Heartfelt. This is another one of those from Fat Quarter Shop. And this was their 2022 Make-A-Wish Foundation chart. So they're so cute. They're free. All they do is they ask you to donate I think it's $15 or $20. You donate that to the Make-A-Wish Foundation in Texas, and you get access to this chart. I mean, obviously you can get it for free. You don't have to donate, but the idea was to donate, So this one I started back in March of 2022. Guys, this is sad. This is really sad because when I say I abandoned this, I probably did not work on it any time last year. That's it. That's all I've done. As you can see, I'm not really a border person, so I will work on it as I go, but I do like to jump around. But that's it. That's all I've worked on. Now, I am stitching this on the called for Aida, 14 count Aida, and the color is Pale Gray Gingham. This is one of Fat Quarter Shop. What is her name? Kimberly. This is one of Kimberly's favorite fabrics. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a Gingin. It's Gingin. I don't know how to say that word, you guys. But you know, it's like a plaited thing. So I purchased the cloth for fabric, and I'm stitching it with the DMCs. And it's a cute chart. I don't know. I just abandoned it. So this is the chart that I'm going to use for the Stitchy Bug Challenge. I'm bringing her back. I'm going to put 500 stitches on this or more and get some good progress on there. Maybe I'll put her back in my rotations. I don't really have any rotations. My stitchy work is based on the acrostics. So when I do these acrostics, that's what I stitch on for the month, and I focus on those. I will go off to do other things depending on, you know, my mood. Other than that, I usually do like a random number thing. So I have all my charts listed on a spreadsheet. So if I just want to just pick something randomly, I think I've got like 41 whips. So I'll just go online and I'll do a random number generator and I'll say 1 to 41, and whatever that picks, that's what I work on. So I don't do that often because I do stay busy with my acrostic prompts. Okay. So that's one of the challenges. And like I says, I am going to be doing crafts and books. There are acrostics for the month, and I Spy. And then Crafts and Books is also doing Carolyn Manning June. Sometimes in the months, before the months come, some of the ladies in the Zoom group, they say, hey, I want to stitch this month. Who wants to join me? So we do a lot of that. That's fun. And so June is Carolyn Manning month. I don't know what we're doing for July, but you know what? July is my birthday month. So maybe if I pick a theme, well, I'll work on that theme. I haven't decided that yet. I don't know what I'm going to do for birthday month. Um, I really like a lot of patriotic stuff, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a patriotic July or just stitch whatever July. I don't know. I need some ideas. Um, and maybe I can get other people to stitch something with me, you know. So yeah, so that's all that I have. Look at that, 27 minutes. That's great. I love staying under 30 minutes. Um, Again, if this is your first time watching, I hope that I provided content that you like. I would love for you to come back. I would love for you to like and subscribe, or just send me a comment below. I will usually heart your comment, and I don't get a lot of comments, so I do have the ability to respond back. But even if you just send me an emoji or something, let me know, hey, I watched you. You know, it just makes me feel special. So thank you for watching. I hope that you will have a great week, a great month. I'll try to come back in a couple of weeks. Um, and that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Stitch a lot. And let's chat. Let's connect. Um, yeah. Have a great day, guys, ladies. Um, bye.